Hello viewers, and welcome to a sort of late stream, later than usual stream. But we have new game pop in, and I thought, why not get a stream up and running? And I'm around, I'm here, let's do it. And I haven't had a video up for a couple of days, so I know I need to get a video up every now and again. And we've got Team Sonic Racing. I'm just going to get myself set up here for a couple of moments, sign in, and be ready to go. All right, so I just Mango saying we'll see how fast it is. It's going to be interesting to see. Copy of Sonic Car. I mean, all these other sort of Sonic racing games. It's a long time since I've played them now. You know, they're sort of years ago, and I didn't really get around to refreshing. But I do actually own them all on the PC. I've got a couple on the Xbox, and I suppose it would have been handy to have got back on them again, had a little refresh. But I'm going to go into this quite fresh tonight, playing a new Sonic game. Just before I do, I'm just going to tweet the stream, and then I'll be ready to go and get started, and we'll enjoy a little bit of Sonic the Hedgehog action. So we'll see what Sega have done and whether they've done a good job, you know. But review will come in the next week or so. Review's already out now in some cases, but we've only just received it, so it'll be a couple of weeks probably till the review's up and running. And I'm just going to get myself organised here, and then we'll be ready to go. So good news tonight is, hold on, let's turn so you guys don't get an echo. Good news tonight is we're also streaming tonight on Steam for the first time tonight. So if you're watching the stream this evening, you can watch it on Mixer, you can watch it on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or Steam tonight as well. And I'm going to be seeing how it goes, streaming to more and more services, and we're streaming to DLive and a couple of other sites as well. So we're really trying to stream to as many people as possible now, depending on the service you like to watch on. And I'll just get to work. Bear with me, viewers. Give me one moment, and I'll catch up with the chat in just a second as well. Let's see. We've got Mango Tango. I don't know if I've ever seen VV stream. I've done many streams. You've been missing out. Normally I stream during the day, or earlier than this. So not so many late night streams, but late night's more like late night radio. Just a bit of chill late night Alan radio. And anyone have a racing wheel? I'm going to be playing on PlayStation, as you can see, PS4 tonight. I'm literally just tweeting this now, and then we are ready to go, viewers. So bear with me, just 2 minutes, and then there's quite a few things to set up before I started the stream tonight. Normally I'm a bit more organised, but you know, it's one of those things. Late night stream, copy of the game, and here we go. Hang on. Okay, let's get this sorted. Nearly there, viewers, and then we'll be ready to go. Okay, so there we are. So just tweeting that, and then we're ready to go with the stream. I haven't played the game at all yet, so that's why I've just sort of left it on this menu screen for a second. And as soon as I do this, we'll be ready to go and launch the gameplay. Check it all out. I'm going to be looking at it for the first time with you guys. Quite interested to see how this has turned out, actually. I was playing Crash Bandicoot karting, Nitro Karts this week, which is really cool, actually. I enjoy that. Really good version of the original upgrade of the original game, and you can see a video coming of that and my feelings on it on the channel coming tomorrow. So you're going to see quite a bit of gameplay on Crash Team Racing. Let's see. Let's see now. Just get this sorted, and then I'll be right with you, viewers, and then we'll be ready to go. So let's just, for those of you that are just watching in the chat, of course, as I say, quite a few of you are on YouTube, but you can also watch on Twitch, which I don't know if it's even working properly at the moment. And it is working on Twitch, that's good. And you can watch on those other formats as well. It's going to be quite interesting to see if anyone tunes in and manages to find us on those other formats. So Steam community link is, we'll just pop it in the chat here for you guys, and then we're ready to go. Steam community link is, where have I put the chat here? Tunes in and manages to, oh, there we are. Steam link is here. I didn't know you could stream to Steam, but there you go. You can stream to Steam right there. So, oh, good to see all you guys jumping on as well, for a nice evening bit of driving. I'm going to be using a control pad. I don't think a wheel is compatible. And I did have some Sonic memorabilia here. There it is. Sonic bits and pieces as well this evening. I'm going to look at those in a bit as well. Bits and pieces. Right. Let's get stuck in. Let's get stuck in. Let's look at Team Sonic Racing. So you've got me, regular driver. I don't think we're going to be using LEDs and the wheel this evening, but if we can, we will. That seemed quite loud. So we'll sort of see what Digital have done, eh? So we've got Lemon Faded here, Hello Lemon, Star Fox, One Man Broadcasting Network, absolutely. Should turn off the. Let's put that one on. There we are. No words, viewers. The excitement is real. Let me just tell you that. We've got rock, action. Do you know what that needed? It needed the Baywatch soundtrack. That's what it needed. I would play it now if we didn't get a copyright hit for it. Team Sonic Racing. Okay. So I wonder if there's you know, we're just looking. Is it wheel compatibility? There's nothing there, so I don't think we can do anything. But I am going to try the wheel out just to see if it works. Absolutely, Tony. I think that's the thing. You know, let's get in there.
Hi, Sonic. Owo-chow and Big and I are having a picnic. Want to join us?
Sure. Knuckles and Tails and I got these weird invitations to meet somebody at the beach for some kind of race, but I've always got time for a chili dog.
A race? We didn't get any invitations.
Ho, 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 ho. Hello, Blue Hedgehog. I am Dodonpa. I'm glad to see you accepted the honor of my invitation. Are you ready to prove to me that you're the fastest?
Fastest is Sonic's middle name. But what's this race all about? Your invitation was skinny on details.
Oh, details are quite unimportant, especially to those of limited intellectual capacities. All you need to know is that you race as teams in the most advanced cars that my super science can create, testing your limits on my punishing track.
That's pretty vague. And ignoring that limited intellectual capacities crack, all this super science and punishing track talk sounds suspiciously Eggman-esque.
I agree. I just met this guy and I already don't trust him.
Yeah, the whole thing's a little sketchy, but Doran's got me curious. I really want to check out this race in these supercars. Come on, you know you'll all be safe as long as I'm around.
A wise choice, Blue Hedgehog. Join me in my spaceship, and we'll go to Planet Wisp, where the first race awaits.
That sounds like fun. Can I go in your spaceship?
Why not? A large feline such as yourself would be an asset in any race.
If you're going big, then Amy and I will go with you too. After all, we're a team. Now that Team Rose is going, Team Sonic will have somebody good to race.
There we are. A bit of storyline, viewers. A bit of storyline. Okay, so let's just get stuck in then and see how we go. We're just playing normal because we're normal drivers, and we're going to race as Sonic because I'm going to race as Sonic.
I'm revved up and ready to roll.
Because it's Team Sonic. All right then. Absolutely, Lemon. Listen, we've got top-notch animation there. We've got the voices. I want to go too. Oh, here we go then. Is it possible to play online in split screen? I have no idea, Ravens, but we can take a look, actually. Got music there. Got some jazziness to it. Just going to lower the volume so you can hear me a bit over it as well. Let me know volume level, guys, at times, because it's a new game and I don't know what the volumes are going to be. All right.
Okay.
Don't know what the buttons are because I didn't look. Did I? I was looking for the wheel controls, not the buttons. So it's going to be X or trigger. Oh, so this is running on a standard PS4. Okay.
Can't stop this, Fox.
Yeah, that's the boost I needed.
It's running nice and smoothly, actually. Nice to see the...
Here to help if anyone needs it. Sweet slingshotting, thanks.
I didn't know if I could cross to the other side.
You guys want to help me catch up?
Here to help if anyone needs it.
Oh, okay. Something I missed there. And so pushing hard through turn one on the power.
Says keep off the grass.
Professional voiceovers for Sonic the Hedgehog. Absolutely. I've been doing this for too long, guys. You know what I mean? I was playing Sonic the Hedgehog before all you were born. Many of you watching. Though the good thing about this channel is we do have a few of you mature gamers out there who know Sonic. It's always nice to have the ring sound.
That's a huge help.
I don't know any of the skills yet. Oh, there we go.
Just what the doctor ordered. That was great, Sonic.
Oh no.
Your ultimate is active and tough.
Skills.
Teamwork in action.
Great. This really helps.
Come on, win, win.
Get ready to boot.
Hey, who needs their bacon saved?
I'm too far back, guys. Help, please.
So it's really about helping your teammates, isn't it? But soon you have to understand what the tactics are, and I have no clue on the tactics, guys. So apologies if there's something that you guys have seen in the previews. I haven't seen much on this game since it was shown in Japan last September. Okay, that's all that matters. There we are. So I've got to learn how to promote my team there. It's got a nice bit of Sonic atmosphere to it though. Runs at 60 frames, I'm happy about that. And we're running on a standard PS4, I will point that out. So it's a bit better on a Pro.
Killing it, team.
Killing a team. So you guys are all mature, so that's it. That's good then. That's good. We'll talk a bit about Sonic's stuff in a moment in terms of older Sonic stuff. And it's great to see some of you tuning in as well this evening to this this late night bit of streaming here. We've got Dwayne here. Hi, Dwayne. And Nelly D doesn't know. Might be older. You may be. Absolutely zero. Yeah, I think anyone who's sort of grown up from the world of 8-bit to 16-bit can appreciate how far we've come with gaming. I mean, always amazing. Always amazing. Right. Let's we'll do normal again until we learn the tactics. I'll be honest with you, I don't know the tactics at all. So it's quite balanced. Let's go Tails then.
To do this.
Let's get in there, Tails. Do the business. Ah, Nelly D, yes. You're 2 years older than me. Well, it's good, isn't it? I think what it is, when you look at YouTube these days, there's so many YouTube channels that are just sort of a bit hyper, and they're not for me. I just want somebody who speaks normally and plays games, shows off what they're like, without all the kind of fake hyperness. Right, here we go then, guys. Let's take a look at this one. There's a nervousness in me when I play things like this, because I think, oh. Okay, there's clearly a boost start option. I've just got to find out what it is. Oh, change lanes at the last second. Scum. Ooh. My headphones on the wrong way. That doesn't help me. Just realised. Oh, oh, wow. No warning there, was there? Hold on then. Okay. Okay. So I've still got to learn that the tactics here.
Just what the doctor ordered. Mind if I slingshot? Yes! Blow him through like a tank! I'm clearing the road!
Go on, Sonic, do the business.
It's exhilarating. Thanks.
Okay, alright, it's fine. Okay. Gradually trying to keep an eye on things. It's actually... Oh, right, okay. It's interesting. Got to learn the handling dynamics, viewers.
I'm sunk if I don't get a skin boost.
No problem, pal.
We're unstoppable! I can get used to this.
Okay, beautiful. Just what we need there, viewers.
Teamwork in action.
Absolutely, viewers.
I'm way in the back and need backup.
Anyone? Can I be of assistance?
There's crabs on the beach. I've been avoiding those, haven't I? Ah, really nice feel to it though, isn't there? Graphics and all that. Ah, there we are. Is it really? It's from the first game. That's good to know. I've got to learn all this, you see. One of the things... we do have some good announcers. We've got a nice Sega arcade style vibe to it, haven't we? It's got that sort of blue sky arcade vibe. Sega Arcade Sonic. And Marek's here as well. Hi Marek. And we've got Mike M, Sega Rally Revo announcer. He's very similar. I don't know if it's the same, but certainly it's got that sort of classic Sega arcade vibe to it.
Exemplary performance, guys.
Yep, I like Tails' car. It had a bit more to it for me than Sonic's, which was quite middle of the road. Do you gather boost from drifting? I've not worked out how to drift yet, Tony, honestly. It seems to oversteer a bit, so I've got to learn the tactics. Absolutely, Star Fox. See, those are the kind of details that you can share on late night streams. Right, let's see where we go from here. What's that? We've got a Grand Prix there. Ooh, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Drift should be tap, brake, and turn. Okay, thanks for that. I'm gonna stick with Tails because
That'll be awesome.
how about that through enthusiasm? That's just what you need, guys. Awesome. Awesome. Similar, yeah. I mean, they always do that in Sega arcade games. It's sort of a Sega arcade voice. Where are we going? Oh, okay. I don't know if I don't know which one I'm supposed to be going. There's a. Oh, you're supposed to go through the yellow side? I don't know. Oh, great tracks. They remind me a lot of Motortoon. Oh goodness, remind me a lot of Motortoon Grand Prix. Ah, that cost me, didn't it? That little crash. Let's try doing it again. See if we can work out some kind of skills here. Alright. So I don't know if you've got to go through the yellow side, so I'm going to go through the yellow side. Did that make a difference? What about the red? Don't know. Don't know what side you're supposed to go through. I must be doing something wrong here. The time's going down. I'm definitely doing something. There must be something I can do to stop the timer going down in some way.
This isn't the place to be fashionably late.
No. No, I'm missing something, aren't I? You have to drift past the poles, it says. Oh, did it? Did I miss that bit? Drift. Oh, we'll try again then. We'll try and drift. We'll try and drift past the poles now then. Right, okay. Let's do this again. One last try. I wasn't reading, do you know? I was just looking at the things at the bottom and going for it. Oh, so it just must be break then. Right, let's just try one pole first, because I have no idea what it means by drift past. Is that working? I don't know. I don't even know if it's working. Ah! Oh! Scum. Oh, I missed it.
Only seconds left. It's now or never.
I see, right, okay. Alright, we're just learning it at the end now. I know what we're doing now then. We'll figure this out now. So I've got it now, guys. I've got it now. Yeah, I missed the text earlier, guys. I just wasn't reading. I just thought it was another like time trial or something. Let's get it right. Let's go red and yellow. Does red work? Does yellow work? Can't really see if either one seems to. I guess we'll just do red. Oh, blimey.
Any closer and you'd be part of the poll.
Ah. Jeez. Ah.
Look sharp. Time's a wasted. That was poetry in motion.
Get my head around this drifting thing. I've had no restrictions on embargo, XYJR, so I'm fine. You have to have embargo if you've been given the game. I've got it, so no problem for me. Never mind. Never mind, viewers. Right. I don't know. See if we can work out this, and then we'll be over. Not doing very well on this, viewers. So I'm not going to get anywhere on that. I'm going to quit that for just a moment because I'm going to check something else, and then I'll be right with you, viewers, and we'll get sorted on the next thing. Visuals so far are really nice. Actually, I think so far, you know, the impression of this is great. I was really concerned that it was going to be sort of 30 frames per second and not that great. Yeah, it seems like these guys have done a really good job with Sumo putting it all together. I'm really impressed with what they've got so far. I look forward to seeing how the game continues. I'm going to have to figure out this drifting. I'm not quite clear on the drifting mechanic there, actually. You sort of hold the brake and it sort of drifts in as you're holding the brake, basically. Let's see. Bear with me, viewers. And then we'll be ready. No, we're all good. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna figure out where I'm going wrong with this. I'm gonna figure it out, guys. I've got to try and figure out what I'm doing wrong with this. Why the timer doesn't go up, or whether you need to keep. Maybe that's not the right. Let's try with Sonic. I mean, he's got the best handling, hasn't he? Let's try again with Tails. I want to try and figure this out, guys. See how we get on. And thanks to the new people tuning in. And we've got some people tuning in on YouTube and Twitch today as well. I guess they want to keep a complete drift going. I am rubbish at drifting. Go on. I haven't got this drifting technique down at all. Oh, damn it. I don't understand how to drift the other way. Right. You can get it. You can get it. No chance. I don't understand this one. Strange. Well, Outrun, I used to be quite good at Outrun. That's the problem. Outrun 2. But it doesn't handle like that. You've got to hold the brake down the whole time to drift. I just don't seem to understand how you're supposed to do it. I've got to work it out, viewers. I've got to work it out. This is what it's about, though. This is what it's about. Normally I'd do this offline. Trying to find a way to get the car into a drift. But you have to hold down the brake like that. Let's try again.
How did you even do that? Super skimmer! How did you even do that? Super skimmer! Cutting it close! Hurry up!
Damn. No. Over. I don't understand how to do it. It's so frustrating on stream when you get something like this. Because on stream you always want it to go well. I did better that time though. Despite missing a few gates. Could be worth one more go, I guess. Could be worth one more go. One more go, viewers. Could be worth one more go. One more go. I'll have one more go. I'm going to try with a different car. He's got the best handling by far, so no, we won't try with different. We won't try. I just want to try this one more time. But YouTube the answer, absolutely. So we got Dean here as well. Hi Dean. Mango saying think of it like snowboarding. You're absolutely right. I'm just trying to get my head into it. It's just when you're streaming a game, you know there's lots of people watching, and some people get really frustrated when they see you're not like perfect on your first go. That'll cost me right there.
Super skimmer! Look sharp! Time to waste it!
Caught on the wall. So it's defeating me. Well. We're going to quit there. We're going to quit. We're going to try the next race. We're going to try the next race. We're going to come back to that. I am actually enjoying that, by the way. I would retry that many times if it wasn't going to bore you guys. So, and Starfox saying, I'd love to see a Sega Touring Car Championship. Yeah, I mean, I would love to see just a general selection of... I have to admit, those cars do look nice, don't they? Nice textures and lighting. you know, there's nice sort of surface texture on the cars. I don't know if you guys can tell on the stream, but they've got really nice sort of imperfections in the bodywork, as Dan Green would like. Ah, you can move the whole camera around, and you can zoom in. Okay, and you can zoom in. Maybe, actually, that's a good point, Mike. That might be something that you come back to.
Do this.
So pumped. Right, so there we go. So we go. Yeah, it might be a different kart, Mike, actually. Who knows? Who knows? You've just rescued my skill level. Now, I haven't tried using the steering wheel, because my feeling is it probably doesn't use the steering wheel. I don't see why not, though. Graphics are really nice. I really like the venues. Alright then. It's another one of these. Okay, that's a bit more difficult than it looks. Oh, okay, don't do that. Loving the look of the tracks. Feel and vibe of this game's great. I was really a bit concerned about it, but it's turned out to be really nice. It's funny, Lemon. It could be one of those games, couldn't it? That looks like it's a kid's game and then turns out to be like Rain Man. We're going to try that again. Yeah, absolutely. And they did set it. You know, once I got my wheel set up right with Daytona USA, it was great. Try again. Of course, that's on the Xbox, not on the PS4. I have it, which is a shame because I'd love to play Daytona now. Try it again, viewers. Yeah. Just about nipped it. Difficult. Got that line up wrong there, didn't I? Just shows you get a few rings wrong. You've got to be like bang on it, haven't you? You know, all these sim racing games I play that are really hard, Sonic is defeating me. Alex is saying, would you recommend buying this game for I Love Transform? Yeah, literally I've just started playing it, as you can see on the stream, but so far, you know, I'm enjoying what I've seen of it so far. I mean, you've got to get into the game properly, play it online, all that jazz, and then I think you'll really know how good the whole game is. But so far though, first impressions, really nice. Really nice. Beautiful graphics, great atmosphere. Yes, it's challenging, but you need it to be challenging, that's the thing. Oh no. Oh, that's it. Oh no! Disaster. You get it wrong on the drift and it's over. Just oversteers. You need just the right speed to get that right. That's messed it up now. No. No, that didn't go well that time, did it? Isle of Man this year, well, certainly this year we've got the Switch version coming out of Isle of Man, which I should upload the trailer to the channel actually, but they've done an amazing job. I just don't know if it's going to handle any differently or what improvements will be made, but Switch Isle of Man TT is looking the business. Come on, let's do this better now. Last try. Come on, let's do this. Oh, that's not what I needed. So. Tricky. Ah, damn. Ah. Nah. Oh, you've got a second lap. Damn, I didn't realise. Ah, I got that wrong. Ah, missed them all. Ah. Ah, missed them. Oh! Ah. Yeah, it would be Star Fox. I think if there was like a super hyper difficulty setting, then well, we did okay there, didn't we? We were learning. We're learning, viewers. Learning the skills. Okay, that was... You know, it's good. It's got some difficulty to it. If it was too easy and it was just done first go, then so we can come back to that. That's going to be a couple of challenges we're going to come back to. You know, like not bore you on the stream. So really enjoying this so far. Tom Brown asks, had a chance to check out the new F1 2019 gameplay doing the rounds today. I have had a quick look. I saw Game Riot's gameplay. I think that's going to go up on the website. But yeah, I mean F1 2019 is looking fantastic at the moment. Really looking fantastic. You know, I'm a bit disappointed we haven't been invited to have a go on it, of course, or see it. But I am looking forward to trying it at some stage. It does look really good, actually. And you know, we're going to talk a bit about it on the channel with some of the content that's been released. But F1 2019 looking great. I tell you what I think is really looking good as well is Euro Truck Racing. Looking forward to playing that. Looks great on the PC. Really good. It's like Gran Turismo on the PC with trucks. Alright then. Racing. We know how to do racing. Sweet, sweet, cool. Alright then. There's got to be a boost start, isn't there, somewhere? Alrighty. Alright. Ah, getting all the rings. Scum. Oh! Oh well. Oh! It's the original Sonic intro music to the Mega CD. Toot Toot Sonic Warrior.
Yeah, that's the boost I needed.
I'm not going to sing it right now because it's late. You can do anything. I wasn't looking there. I was reading chats and looking at my arrows.
Anybody, help!
Oh, okay.
Anyone? Can I be of assistance?
Set me up for a slingshot, teammate.
I'm making my way to the front.
Anyone? Can I be of assistance? Hey, a little assistance,
no.
please. Need help?
Okay.
We're unstoppable.
Team Sonic. There we are. Beautiful. Beautiful. Did I get to read Martin Brundle's article on the current and future of F1? I did, and I agree with everything he says. F1's got a lot of issues at the moment. It's so funny me talking about Formula One with Sonic the Hedgehog in the background. But yeah, we are going to talk about. I'm going to talk about more about Formula One on a specific Formula One video, and it's strange. There's no replay mode, is there? That's one thing that's not in the races. There's no replay mode. It should be nice to look at a replay of your. Alright, okay, that's fine. So no, I'm going to talk about Martin Brundle's stuff and just general F1 stuff on another video. F1 related, guys. I should have like we got some Sonic stuff here. What do we have here? We got stuff here. So here we are. My original Mega Drive copy. Look at that, 1991. I got that 1991. My Mega Drive original. This is what came with my Sega Mega Drive at the time, back when we had our instruction booklets and all that jazz. Ah, goodness. These were the days when Sonic was new, and this game actually, surprisingly, was really hard. Really hard, actually. Once you got to Labyrinth level and all that, and of course then they gave me my Sega Sonic characters years ago. There they are. If he's happy or sad. So, some Sonic bits and pieces over the years. And, oh. So, what have we got here? Mother's Canyon. Interesting. Interesting. So, karaoke game night would be a hit. It probably would be, wouldn't it? You can see me sing Toot Toot Sonic Warrior. Yeah, no. So 10, 10, and go again. 9, 9, don't fall behind. 8, 7, say don't delay. Something or stuff like that anyway. But anyway, that's all singing. And then you've got the ending sequence. When you feel right, look at yourself. It's like that. There's like a song to the end sequence as well. How do I know this stuff? How do I know this stuff? It's like in the recess of my mind from when I was like 14 or something. It's like you know, like the introduction to, like, I don't know if anyone saw Star Trek Enterprise, and you always think of Star Trek Enterprise, and the first thing you think of is, it's been a long time getting from there to here. Why does it just get into my head? It's like music just gets into your head, doesn't it? And with Sonic the Hedgehog it does. This is quite a cool looking track, some nice sound effects and stuff like this to it as well. So here we go then, Sonic, away we go. Yep, there we go. And we got Scooter on there, hi, and Ben as well. Hi Ben. Oh. Oh. Oh, give us that. Oh no. Okay, where are we going? What is this? Alright. Didn't even know where the track was there. Where does the track go? Nobody knows. That's a bit near the edge, Knuckles. Taking a risky route there. So exhilarating. Ultimate Team Action. Let's go around this way this time. Oh wow. It's not off-putting at all, is it? I have absolutely no idea where I'm going here, but okay, that was new. Maybe I just didn't notice before. There's so much going on. Come on, faster Sonic. Oh no! I wasn't looking. Lost my way then. It just all went a bit crazy. Awesome. Ben, graphically it looks the business. It does look the business. This is running on a standard PS4 and it does look the business. 60 frames of polished Sega goodness. It's got a good classic Sega feel to it. Well done to Sumo so far. Good job. Good job. You know, there's always a concern, isn't there? Captured the old school Sonic vibe. Unlike the Sonic movie trailer, which was bad. I'm so glad they're redoing that Sonic movie trailer, honestly. It's just no good, is it? It's just no good, that Sonic. Well, Mike says, if Sega knows anything about anything, it's arcade games. Do you know, Sega of old did. I wouldn't say Sega now does. Sumo, who made this, they also did the conversion for Outrun many years ago, and they've made a couple of different racing games over time, and they get it for sure. I don't know if Sega as a company do these days. They've got such a wonderful heritage, but yet they're sort of more of a war strategy games and stuff like that sort of company now. Put the headphones on the right way. Right. Try wiggling the analog stick when you go off jumps. Okay, does that do something then? A bit of wiggling does something? What does the wiggling do? What are you watching on Netflix as of late? What am I watching on Netflix right now? Not a lot lately. I've been watching American Gods Season 2. Of course, I'm watching Game of Thrones. And they're the two main series I'm watching right now. Netflix. I watch bits and I watch so much and I just forget it all. Do you know what I mean? Like I watched Punisher a while ago, Season 3. Was it Season 3? Season 2 of The Punisher. Season 3 of Daredevil, which was awesome. Other than that, mainly films and stuff like that on Netflix at the moment. What have I seen recently? I suppose I'm going to go and see John Wick soon. I'm going to see sort of obviously Avengers when it came out. Yeah, that's mainly at the moment. There's not much coming out right now that I can think of actually that's really exciting. But I do love my films. I do love watching films. I mean, films, video games, racing. That's me basically. I like my sci-fi. Anything that's got spaceships in, I normally end up watching. I mean, I watched The Expanse Season 3. That was great. Love The Expanse. If you've not seen it, it's on Amazon Prime. It's awesome. You've got that kind of sax, kind of jazzy. This is what you'd expect to see in Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy in 48 Hours or something, isn't it? Bit of that coming in the police station. Bit of that riff going. I changed the vision of Sonic, don't I? Brilliant. Absolutely Star Fox. Yeah, I am a big Game of Thrones fan. So, you know what? I'm going to pause this for a second because if we can vaguely see, it's all set up here as well. Doing the little intro. Look, we just move around behind the camera. There it is. There is Westeros, all built up and ready. Boom. Actual 3D map of Westeros. Following the actual, everything that goes on in the books. It's all there. So geeky. Oh, anyway. I'm a racing guy. Love a bit of Game of Thrones, viewers. Finishes this week. Do you know, a lot of people have been moaning about it. They're like, oh, I can't believe Daenerys turned bad. And I just think, weren't you people watching the series? It was literally obvious since the first episode, first series really, that she was going to turn bad. But anyway, there you have it. A lot of people unhappy there's only 6 episodes, when the reasons for it being 6 episodes wasn't up to the writers. It was up to the actors who wanted to charge too much money. There you go, team.
Can I be of assistance?
I wonder, I'm going to take a look at some of this on hard as well at some point, just to see how hard it gets. I'm trying to get in the slipstream there and completely messed it up.
Anyone? Can I be of assistance?
I'm just boosting my team basically because I'm alright.
Somebody boost me, stat!
I've got nothing for you.
Anybody? Help!
There you go.
Anyone? Can I be of assistance?
Let's do that Team Ultimate thing.
Yeah, we'll save it. We'll save it, Knuckles. Good call though. Good call though.
Genius coming through.
Almost there.
Man, I'm so far back, it's embarrassing.
Oh no!
You did that on purpose.
Give me that.
We're
Let's do it.
unstoppable.
Just wait for as long as we can.
You're about to get ultimate up in here.
Beautiful. I'm a. Let's see. Who do we have here? The Onion Knight. Who's the Onion Knight? I'm a bit of a nerd. I'm a big F1 fan. It has to be said. So yeah, Game of Thrones. Looking forward to the end of that. And it's over. Then I've got to decide what I'm going to watch after that. Quite a few series. I've got a few other things. You know, going to watch. I suppose. I don't know. I'm watching Chernobyl. I started watching Chernobyl this week on Sky, which was really dark. Very good. Very good. Very good. You know, it's depressing but good. It's dark. I'm watching that. What else am I watching at the moment? Don't know really. Yeah, Chernobyl and Game of Thrones. That's the two at the moment for sure. It's funny, I do look at stuff and I think, oh, I'm going to watch that, and then I just forget all about it. So there's loads on Netflix. Have you ever had a day on Netflix where you say, I'm going to watch Netflix now, and then you decide what you're going to watch? It takes you like an hour and a half to decide what you're going to watch, and then you think, don't feel like it now. You do something else. That's kind of how it happens for me. So I have to kind of save stuff to my list. Otherwise, I do just end up with that situation where I just don't end up watching anything. Right, let's see how we're getting on here. So, end up with that situation where I just don't. Okay. Do you know, I swear, just if you're watching sometimes on other systems other than YouTube, for some reason I'm not getting all your comments, which is a bit frustrating. So it's a little bit of a pain. Narcos. Yeah, it looks dark though, Ben. It's dark. It's dark. Sometimes I don't know what I want to watch really on Twitch and so on Netflix sometimes. Right, let's go. Let's do this. So in the next few days, I'm going to play a bit of multiplayer as well. Yeah, it's nice to play something. Oh, crabs.
Hey, what's a little acceleration between friends?
Give me that. Ah, scum. Ah.
Needs help. Accelerating is exhilarating. Thanks.
That shouldn't have been there.
That's a huge help. Thanks. Anyone? Can I be of assistance?
It's Team Ultimate time. We're unstoppable. Ultimate Team Power rules.
Give it up. We have ultimate power.
Working our way around here now, viewers. Trying to get used to the various weapons and skills. Takes a bit of time, doesn't it? Getting into it. Getting into it. It's all good. The game does feel like it's getting more intense now. It feels like the difficulty is pumping up a bit, doesn't it? Everyone's getting a bit more competitive. Oh, it does feel like it's getting more intense now. This is by far the most intense race I've had.
Needs help.
Damn. Come on, hang in there. Get all these jumps, come on. Let's do this. Get close to the edge then.
Needs help.
First place. Best of the best.
Cool. Enjoyed that. That was more. More intense that time. Yeah, I heard about that Star Fox the other day. He didn't get disqualified. He got a 1 minute penalty for, and I disagreed with that because he removed his windscreen for to see out the car. It's a safety issue. So I don't agree that was. I don't think that's right. You know, I think listen, he drove the rally. You know, that's what he had to do. The fact that there was a problem with the windscreen is no bearing on his actual driving in my eyes in that circumstance. You know, I think it's a little bit disappointing, frankly. I think sometimes a bit like Formula One the other day, you had Nico Hulkenberg starting from the pits in a wing that was fair to use, and due to a regulation, you know, that Charlie would have overlooked. Yeah, they started from the pit lane. It's just, fortunately, it's just rules have got to be interpreted sometimes. Absolutely, Ben. Absolutely. It's hard to say, isn't it? These drivers are under so much pressure. I mean, like Tails is under so much pressure right now. If he doesn't do a good job, I'm just going to bin him. Just going to bin him. But he's doing all right. He's doing all right. But you know, he comes out for a race. He sees Sonic and Knuckles, and he thinks, you know what? got to do the business. And that's how it is, guys. These drivers under so much pressure. But when you're winning, you're on top. There you go. Amy didn't get anywhere, second place. Never mind. So when is Codemaster going to make a WRC themed kart? You know, it's funny actually. Isn't it about time they produced another F1 Race Stars? I think they should do it. You know, F1 Race Stars went down with everybody pretty well at the time. Don't know why they haven't. You know. What we got here? Oh. Ah. There we go then. I might just have another quick go. I just want to have a quick go at this again. We will try a different car this time. We will try Sonic this time. I'm going to have a look at the loadout stuff later, I think.
Cool. I am so ready.
I've got some instructions here, so I'm going to go through the instructions. No, I'd say Unrest. The thing is, I don't know if Codemasters wanted the license for WRC because Dirt gives them the freedom to do rallies, and there's a lot that Dirt Rally gives Codemasters the freedom to do. So I think that, you know, at least they've got that freedom now. That's the thing. They've got the freedom, guys, to make the game they want to make. You know, I think that's the main thing. Hold on, I'm just checking something on YouTube here for a second, just to check it's working. Let's get rid of that. That's it. It seems to be showing the wrong game in the title there. That's what the problem is. There we are. Let's fix that. There we go. So, Team Sonic Racing. There we are. Okay, that's fixed that, and then we'll be ready to have another quick go. Now we've got better at the game. Let's try and jump on here again and see. It's good to see. Also, I'm gradually getting better with streaming. You'll see, like, every now and again we improve the settings and stuff like that. I'm always working to try and improve the quality of the stream for you guys, so that the picture's getting better and better. And that's just by occasionally just tweaking settings and knowing what works. Right, here we go then. Oh, not having that. We're just not having that. Sonic rely on any ideas from Onrush? I think in a way it's kind of got its own niche in a way. Unrest. I think Onrush was a lot of ideas, but like you say, it wasn't a real racing game. It didn't bring it together, Onrush, in any way. Damn. Didn't get the car in. It's actually quite tricky. It's like quite tricky. I'm not so far I've liked this game's soundtrack. Suits this game down to the ground, doesn't it? And it's proper sort of Sonic style vibe to it. Oh, I didn't look at the points then. Getting better, aren't we? Getting better. One more restart. Favourite Game of Thrones character? I'm being asked there by Jack. Ooh, that's a good question. I suppose I think the one you relate to most in many ways is Tyrion, but the one I've liked is the Hound. He's just a proper no-nonsense guy, and I can't use Hound lines on this stream because it's Sonic in particular, but the Hound is awesome. He was a very sort of down the middle of the road. Man's got to have a code, and we like the Hound. So the Hound is great. Generally speaking, like you say, it's a load of good characters. So Davos there, absolutely. You've got, I who I liked. What's the Jorah? The other chap who died. Swordsman. My mind's just gone blank now. Sebastian Selway. He was one of my favourite characters as well. He died in the wrong way in the show. They let his character down very badly. Ben Williams was talking about grip. Absolutely, when you hit things, it slows you right down to almost a stop, and that is something which is a problem with grip, certainly. I'm not entirely certain of whether you're supposed to go yellow or red, so we're going to do red this time. Just try and do red every time. Oh. We're in trouble already. Oh. Damn it. If you get the line right, you're okay. If you get the line right, you're okay. As soon as you're offline, that's it. No, can't. That's it. No. Sebastian does live in the books, yeah, and that's the problem. He's the thing about Sebastian. Let's just talk about Game of Thrones just for a minute, guys, because it's important. Game of Thrones. Sebastian is the greatest swordsman in all the Seven Kingdoms. Okay, he's taken down by 5 dudes in a back alleyway in the actual TV show. But he should have been the one to have basically been like Ser Jorah in the Battle of Winterfell. He should have taken on like 100 dudes. He's like Achilles. Yeah, he could take on whole armies, basically. He was that badass. So I'd like to have seen where he went in terms of the story. No doubt, he would have been good. The Hound, I think, Hound did die in the books, didn't he? Of course, and of course, they liked him as a character, and like you say, they put him in there. So, but we'll all find out this week, guys. It's all gonna end this week. It's the end of Game of Thrones. 8 years. I've enjoyed that. It's fantastic. And I think it's getting a hard time because people right now are slating the show and they're saying bad writing, right? And I disagree with those people because they only had 6 episodes to do 35 episodes of content. What more could they do? And before people say, well, they should make more episodes, they didn't have a choice because the actors were charging too much money. So, when actors are charging whatever, 6 million an episode for the cast or something, it's crazy. Even if they're not in the episode, it's not. And the cost was going to go up after season 8. So for the actors, some actors will want like $1 million each, and then you're like, oh well, we can't even finish it. So there we are. Retro Alan, absolutely. Retro Alan still watched lots of films on DVD at the time. Do I watch Westworld? I do watch Westworld. First series was good. The second series was overcomplicated unnecessarily. They took a story that was complex enough, moved it round in the wrong order to make the show seem more intelligent, but it didn't work. So the second series wasn't as great as the first series. It had one really good episode with the Indian dudes, and other than that, it wasn't what it could and should have been, basically. But it's still good. I'm still looking forward to it. And as I say, I think there was a couple of episodes I found that the whole Japan episode's all a bit boring, really, and a bit pointless. I felt they kind of filled it in a little bit. So, retro, what would I have been watching back then? Battlestar Galactica, Star Fox back then. Battlestar Galactica. Because Battlestar Galactica back then was ace. Yeah, it was amazing. Battlestar. And in the 90s, it was Babylon 5. Love Babylon 5. Babylon 5, probably the greatest sci-fi show ever made. Probably. I love Babylon 5. Babylon 5 was amazing. And you know what? Anyone who's not seen it, they don't know how amazing it was. You know, don't mean Star Trek's good, it's episodic, it's good. But Babylon 5 was great. Babylon 5 was the Game of Thrones of its time. Well ahead. Massive space battles. Great action. Wonderful. But the problem with Babylon 5 is you've got to watch the first series before you really get into it, because the story starts in the second series, but then there's some elements that the first series connects to the whole series, and it all comes together. Wow. I love a bit of Babylon 5. What have we got here? We've got Deadwood coming back. And oh goodness, which one? All right, I see. Manufacturer racing games, single manufacturer racing games. Yeah, that's a good question actually, and that would need some analysis because I can't even remember them all, and that's because a lot of them just aren't very good. Well, I guess I guess Ferrari Challenge by Sega is one I like the best, and Porsche Challenge on the PlayStation. So Porsche Challenge and Ferrari Challenge on the PlayStation and Dreamcast probably are two of my favourite single make racing games that are out there for sure. Yeah, they were great. They were great basically. But yeah, so Game of Thrones, it's coming to an end. They had 6 episodes to finish it. I think they've done all they could. The problem with when you're making a TV show like this, you should say, like, they had a whole story for Littlefinger, so they had to cut that out. They had a whole story for Varys, so they had to cut that out. They had a whole story for Yara retaking the Iron Islands, had to cut that out. A whole story of Euron. There was a story of Euron and the horn that could control the dragons. And so what they did was they cut that out and put Euron shooting and killing a dragon. But that's not what happened in the books. But they didn't have time to do the actual Euron story, so they had to put that in there. That's why the showrunners had no chance to keep the world happy. Just no chance. It's a shame, really, but they've done an amazing job with what they've done. That's the thing. Ever had a real life car? I haven't had a real life car accident. I had a karting accident. Had a heavy karting accident once. Done some damage. Yeah, I've had a couple of karting bumps, but never a car accident. It's not the fact that accidents are difficult. It's the fact that I'm quite squashed in the car. I'm too tall. I'm 6'6". So when there is a problem, or I hit a barrier or something, it's a real punch in the gut basically, because I'm so squashed over in the actual karts. I'm a bit of a giant, so it's a bit squeezed in. And also, like you say, when you do, you can bang your head and all kinds of stuff in the karts. So. Yeah, there was quite a lot of racing titles published. I mean, it's difficult to say now what they all were. Goodness, over the years, there've been a few. Yeah, I think what it is you've got Gran Turismo now. You see, you got to remember, years ago, car companies didn't trust games companies, and they didn't believe in video games. And they didn't believe racing games could convey their brand, so they used their own branding people to build a brand around their car. Now, Forza Motorsport, Gran Turismo, whatever other games are showing their brands look great in the game, that they take care of their brands, they have control of their brands, and that means you're seeing less in the way of single make game. Just wouldn't do it these days. No, I've heard this news coming out, Epic, at the moment about what HBO said and didn't say. This was all decided a few years ago, basically. The actors wanted more and more money, and they renegotiated their contracts from season 4. So what happened is, where the showrunners got it wrong, is they should have contracted all the actors for the entirety of Game of Thrones. But they didn't. They contracted them from 1 to season 4, and then renegotiated the contracts. Now some of those actors are charging $500,000 an episode, but some of them, like Sansa, now doing films like X-Men, she's going to want more and more money, and her agent's going to want more and more money, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. So the problem is it was just ballooning out of control, and I think that's the reason for the situation you see. But it's all down to the money charged by the actors. It was all about that business. As for George R. Martin and the book writing, that's all been a bit confused. It's all been confused. I mean, George is now making out he hasn't written the books. Before he said he had written the books. Before he says he's written the whole ending. It was all written on his computer, on his DOS computer offline, and now people are sort of pretending that was never said and it didn't happen. A lot of strange stuff going on with Game of Thrones at the moment. Suffice to say that the writers, the showrunners, have had no real choice in this. Whatever HBO are suddenly saying now, you know, a while ago it was all negotiation with the cast. So a lot of people changing their tunes on it, but I think the showrunners are just taking the brunt and saying, well, you know, enough is enough, basically. You know, if there's all this mucking about contracting people and all that sort of stuff, then, you know, they need to just shore up the show and get it done. And, you know, I, for one, am happy if they have a good ending, because so many shows out there, they just don't. Lost, you know, Battlestar didn't have a good ending. So, you know, it's all about the money. It's all about the money. It's all about the money the actors wanted. It's crazy money, you know. So crazy money. But, you know, they're making a new Game of Thrones series, and that's going to be amazing. We've got King Jev in the room. What is this madness? This is Team Sonic Racing tonight. It's more chilled, more relaxed. All this stressful Gran Turismo. I need to play something colourful, James. Something completely different. Let's take a look. I'm going to try this one more time. Let's have a go. Come on, do this. Damn. Damn. Couple of mistakes. Sopranos. What else did I like years ago? 24. Like the first few series of 24. It kind of lost its way a bit more as it went on. I liked, yeah, what else? That race is really hard. I'm just going to say that is really hard. I've not got my head around that one yet. There's something I'm missing in the tactics, isn't there? Right, let's come back to that. Let's have a look at this one. Survive, avoid being eliminated. Alright. Look at that, there's a hard setting. Shall we see what it's like on hard, just to see what it's like? It's probably gonna destroy me.
So pumped to do this.
So pumped. Right. Yeah, it is, Jeff. I mean, things like you say, sometimes Gran Turismo is really intense. You're really quite wired for it, and sometimes races are stressful. I mean, there's been a lot of dirty driving recently as well. I've encountered a lot of it on Gran Turismo, and the penalty system is working far worse now than it was, a few weeks ago. I swear it was better around Christmas than it is now, or at least maybe it's being respected more. Now it's but now we've got Sonic. Right, let's have a look then. There we go. Track I don't know.
Couldn't have gotten this far without Whisk.
Ah, it's those rings.
Coming in for a boost, buddy.
Scum.
What was that all about?
Come on. Everybody's driving a lot quicker now. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. New tracks.
Anyone? Can I be of assistance?
Wow, it's a lot harder, isn't it, once you put it on hard setting.
I can feel those G's. Thanks. Need help?
Thanks, I owe ya.
Anyone? Can I be of assistance?
Suddenly got like this on the hard setting. It really is a different game, isn't it?
Oh, epic stunt fail.
You're about to be history. Move it.
Whoa, bad move.
Okay. Take them out. They want me to. Come on. Come on then, get him.
Spoiler alert! We're gonna crush
Got him.
it. Learn your lesson? Wait, rule.
Come on, let's do it. Damn. Oh, just about.
Anybody, help!
Oh well, made it through. Made it through. It is, Ben. It's really polished. This game is properly polished. Let's see now. Let's catch up with the chat here. Spider-Man. Yeah, I mean Spider-Man does look great as well. Stunning looking game. Test drive series. I think Flying Phoenix. I think it's depends how you play. It's yes and no. It doesn't have enough of a natural world feel. You know, I can't explain it. I'd have to play it again to really get into the feel of it. But I don't know. There's something about Test Drive where you do genuinely feel like you're part of this living world. Whereas Forza Horizon has this kind of, you're in this world, but it's very fake. It doesn't feel as real in the same way. It's a different driving experience, and I just enjoy the exploration and test drive. You know, it's a different. You know, you get your house and your car shops, and you're discovering things. It's got a different feel to it. Do I play FIFA? I don't. I did years ago. I don't these days. Certainly, I don't have the time to play it. I have seen some of the rage videos of people this last couple of days. Ah, that's it, Mango. Goodness, you know what? I completely forgot. I knew there was something I was missing. Let's just check. Yeah, that's it. Completely forgot.
Good job, guys.
Second place. Do we get away with it? Second place? That's better, isn't it? I think in a hard setting, it certainly gives me more to compete with, doesn't it? 1 star. Oh. Oh. Oh, pretty. So what do we got here? Why switch? See how pretty it is. Yeah, I mean, you know, we'll have to see if we can take a look at the Switch version. I'll see if I can do that. Yeah, I'd have to go through it all again, Ben, off the top of my head. It was mainly just the real experience of being in this sort of living, breathing world that I got from Test Drive. That was different to Forza Horizon in that way, and I'd need to play it all again. The problem for me with Forza Horizon is I did find it very repetitive. You know, go here, do this race, go here, do the same sort of race again, same sort of race. You don't feel like you're developing. You can take one car, complete all the stuff with one car. It doesn't feel like you're developing as a driver. It doesn't feel like that the crowds are getting bigger and you're getting higher ranked or anything like that. You're against new opponents. There's no personality to it. It's just do this activity, do that activity. And for me, I do get a bit bored playing it. Graphically stunning, but I do get a bit bored playing it, basically. It needs a bit more to it. Having said that, apparently they've improved the ranking stuff and penalties now for wall riding. What do I think about the speed in game? It was still early in the game. I think it's a case of seeing how it goes and how the tracks improve. Right, let's watch the story and take a look then.
Search time and space to find the best racers.
Go on, let's try it on hard. What Ben? What game would you like to see me stream? Euro Truck Sim with 2U cars physics. Euro Truck Sim is looking good, really looking good at the moment. Oh, interesting car. Look at that. We'll use the big dude, shall we? Oh no, we're used to handling it. No, we use the big dude. See what he's like. Oh, he's got no acceleration, though, has he? I like a bit of acceleration. Go on, we'll try him out. Here we go. Euro Truck Sim is looking really good. Really good. I hope to have a preview on that coming on the channel very soon. Running on the PC version. So.
I'm curious too. I didn't get an invitation, but my sources informed me about the race and said to meet you here.
Ah, there you are. Ready to participate in my grand contest?
Now that I see you, I think not. Tanuki are notorious tricksters, and I'm reluctant to be a pawn in your schemes, no matter how intriguing.
Perhaps I can persuade you. There is a considerable cash prize.
Cash prize? Count me in. Come on, guys. We gotta do this.
You seem quite determined, Vector. We'll go, but only to bail you out of trouble when it happens. And believe me, it will happen.
Right. What headphones have I got? I've got HyperCloud 2, something like that. HyperCloud 2. These headphones, great headphones. They have amazing audio. Amazing audio. And very comfortable, very light. Don't make your ears super hot. Great. These headphones, you know, for the price, they're amazing. Okay, again. I mean, loving the graphics. I mean, the polish on this, on the standard PS4. I'm just going to stress that to you guys. Standard PS4. Polished as anything. We've got Crash Bandicoot tomorrow coming up on the channel. So Crash Bandicoot videos coming. Nah, there's got to be a boost option clearly. Just don't know what it is. So we're trying the slow dude for the first time. Sorry, trying to do my best. Oh no! This car has a bit of understeer, I might stress to you guys. It doesn't handle anywhere near as good. But it is fast, that's the thing. Let's go the beach route then. Wow, okay. Didn't wiggle the stick, I've got to remember the wiggle. Got to remember to wiggle. I will next time, I'll do some wiggling. Oh no! You can't turn corners, this guy. If you're out of the slide. Go on then. Just about made it. But that was definitely more challenging to drive with him. He has a lot of understeer, so you've got to slide into the corners or you're done. Let's see, what do we got in the chat here? So we've got Jeff here. Hi Jeff. And Test Drive Unlimited. Yeah, I mean, it's funny actually. I mean, I don't think this wheel works on PS3, because if I did, I could do some Test Drive Unlimited too. But we'll just have to wait, guys. I mean, there's going to be a new test drive coming at some point. Yeah, he's a bit more challenging too. Like if you get hit, he's very vulnerable, that dude, because he just flies off the course. If you're in the middle of a slide, boom, he's going off. We're not doing that great, are we? Team's not done. Like Amy at the back there. Oh, we've got to replay the race. All right then, scum. Truck racing game. It's called Really Truck Racing. Euro Truck Racing. A European. Well, it's based on the FIA European Championship. So that's what it is. FIA European Truck Racing Championship. So that's coming, and it's looking really good. Really good. I look forward to being able to show you guys that game. There's a lot coming on the channel actually in the next few weeks, guys. I've been working really hard behind the scenes to make sure that we can show you some cool stuff. in the next few weeks. So I will get a hands on apparently Formula 1, so that will come. Crash Bandicoot tomorrow, Euro Truck Sim, more WRC8 is coming, other games from E3. Damn. Oh no, I didn't know that's what it was. Sorry, Amy. Sweat. It is definitely getting more difficult, isn't it? Oh, I went the wrong way. I did the wrong thing. Stay on the track. Done. Launched it. PGR would be great. Wouldn't it be great to have a new Project Gotham Racing? I'd love a new Project Gotham Racing game. Project Gotham Racing still looks stunning to this day. Even an HD remake, you know, something like that. Project Gotham Racing would be fantastic. Have a break from Forza Motorsport for every year. Work on a Project Gotham instead. You know, that'd be amazing. There we go, Star Fox. Yeah, I mean, it's looking really good. Really good. We'll have some coverage on it coming up. It's looking, and you know, more importantly, it's going to play really good. So it's definitely impressive. There we are. Good. It gets us back on track. We needed a victory then, didn't we? That was all me, viewers. That was all me.
So, what's your take on this Dodonpaw guy, Amy? You trust him?
About as far as I can throw him. I'm keeping an eye on that, Tanuki.
You're gonna need to keep both eyes on the track if you want to win this race.
Ooh, jealousy.
I can multitask, Sonic.
Prove it.
Oh, gotta love the storyline. We'll have a quick go. I'll try one of these challenges. I'm not doing well at these challenges. Let's try it. Let's try these two out. Let's try them out. Yeah, PGR4 still looks amazing. I mean, PGR, well, all of them really, 3 and 4, both look fantastic. But 4 with its wet races and weather, stunning. Yeah, I mean, there are a couple of good truck racing games. There was a good one on PS2 years ago as well. Just a bit late for volume there. Right, there we get on. Okay, that's a different type of handling circle. Okay, do you know, that's a bit weird. It's just, don't like the handling of this cart at all, viewers. Oh, he's got good handling. I'm going to try a different car. I'm going to try a different car. The car wasn't working for me, was it? We're going to go back to Sonic, I think. I'm going to try Sonic. Favourite, what was that? Cockpit view, Jack. Ooh. Drive Club had a really good setup with the cockpit view. Yeah, Drive Club. Drive Club was great in car. Because it made you feel like you was in a car. The sound had a slightly muffled feel. The rain on the windscreen and the windscreen texture made you feel like there was a windscreen there, and it was all nicely proportioned. So I really did like the Drive Club.
Sweet, let's do this.
Cockpit question. Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2. God, it's too many years since I played it, Ben. I did play it obviously on TV years ago, but I really like the original Star Wars Rogue Squadron. But we used to play a lot of it externally as well. Loved the bikes in PTR 4, they were great. What do we got here? Super Duper remake from Jeff, Gran Turismo 2. Yeah, I mean the scale it would require to make a game like that now is just enormous. It's a problem with Gran Turismo. It was easy back then because you... Oh wow, it's hard. That didn't go well, did it? If you get onto that second lap, you can definitely get those, can't you? These are quite challenging. They are quite challenging. You need to get on that second lap. Suddenly, one more retry, viewers. One more retry. Just one. Just one. Let's do this now. Ah, that's disaster. Disaster, that. Nah, it all goes wrong when you lose your flow there. Ah, something happened there. Boosted me at the wrong time. Ah. Absolutely, Flying Phoenix. You know, there's all these games that have good physics and they're improving all the time. So, all looking good. Oh, didn't get any. That's challenging, aren't they? These races. These are going to take a lot of practice just to learn. You really got to get in the flow of the track. So they are quite way more challenging than the races. Let's try this one. Yeah, I mean, if I had time, I was doing more retro, but changing from one console to another is a bit of a pain still set up. That's not going to change anytime soon. Yeah, Mango. I saw the rally game 18 months ago. They were showing the rally game, but it's still an early stage of development. Let's try aiming it. But yeah, we'll wait and see. Wreckfest to come to consoles. We're waiting forever for that. Oh. Okay, it's on hard. It's my excuse. Alright, in it to win it. Come on, do it now. Great views of the track ahead. Go team. Go team. Ah, what quicksand. Damn, that does slow you down, doesn't it? I'm gonna get hit. Damn, we're not doing well in this race. Oh no! Right in front of the finish line. Damn, damn. I need my teammates to do better though. Let's see. Yeah, next gen consoles might release around December 2020. I think that would be a good good time to expect a new console, December 2020, because they're already working on the games now, so they'll be ready for that. What do you want at launch for the PS5 or an Xbox? Do you know, I wouldn't mind some new IPs in some respects, some new games, as well as some upgrades, but some new games. I think we need some new stuff right now. I would like to see, from a driving perspective, I'd like to see Gran Turismo Sport upgraded from the off for the new PS5. I think the news yesterday that Microsoft and Sony are combining on a streaming service, I think is good news. I think that I actually would like to see a Sony Microsoft console format, like a standard format. I think the console wars, I don't think, apply in the same way now as they used to. I don't think they work for game developers. I think it'd be better to have one console now that's the default. Like you have Blu-ray players, you know, there's no point having HD, DVD and Blu-ray. You know, you may as well just have Blu-ray, but any manufacturer can make a Blu-ray player. Some Blu-ray players can cost £100, others can cost £500, but they have better components. It's like that with video games. We need that place now where you have a consumer level and you choose what make you want, what components it has, whatever, in terms of what brand, but it's all one platform. I think that would work so much better for video games in the modern day and age, rather than an Xbox version and a PlayStation version of the same game costing a fortune to make. It's so it's all going to happen. I will get F1 2019. I've just got to decide what format it's going to be on at the moment. I've been wanting to play F1 properly all year, and I suppose with F1 2019 coming, it is the perfect excuse, isn't it? Finally, it's a disastrous race. Damn. Let's quit that now. So we've had a good stream tonight, viewers. I'm just going to have a little look at one of the other races. I just want to see what some of these ones are like on I suppose we could do that on a... It's tough, isn't it? Let's just see if we can... go on. We'll do it on normal, actually. I just want to get through this race. On to the next one. And then... Shall we do normal? Stick with hard. Let's keep trying to boss it on hard. Go on. Stick with tails. Yeah, I think so, Lemon. I think if there was a one, because the two consoles are so similar, why are we buying two of the same thing? You know, it's, you know, so many games. I mean, Microsoft have got so few first-party games that makes their system different. Why not just have one system? I think for now, but bearing in mind you're spending like £500 on a PS5 and a £500 on an Xbox Next, you know, you're wasting all that money. You could be buying games, you know. No, Star Fox. The comparison would actually be 3DO. 3DO was the first company to decide to do a multi-format system, but it moved too early. It was the wrong time to do something like that at the time. But it had the concept of creating a format. The only problem was nobody else was signing up to that format. So if Microsoft and Sony agreed to a format now, that's it. There's no other players in the market, you know. So I think that would be doable now. But it wasn't back in 1993, 1994. It just wasn't the right time for it. There was too much development. But now we're peaking. There's not masses of development. When you get to about, well, a certain amount of teraflops, whatever it's going to be, say that both consoles are 12 teraflops. If one's 13 and one's 12, you're going to see zero difference practically between them. So, you know, I think having one console, it's really about the games now. You know, it's the ability to play the games and the products, rather than having different consoles that offer completely different experiences. They don't. That's the thing. They just don't now. Yeah, well, that's the point. A lot of the games companies lose money making and selling consoles, whereas if they did just have the one-off console, then it would be more money on games. We'd all have more games. Right, let's focus on this. Let's focus on this, viewers. And I'll be finishing the stream in a minute. Getting a bit tired now, so I will be finishing. But it's just one more go, and we'll do a bit of this. Well, 3DO. Well, that was the problem with 3DO. Is it just came out at the wrong time. It was a great concept, and when the 3DO came out, it blew our minds. I mean, it literally blew our minds. I can't tell you in 1993. Oh, the wrong way. How bad? Sorry. How amazing 3DO looked. Just amazing. It did look amazing. You did that on purpose. You're so mean. Come on. Oh, I've got a wiggle, haven't I? Sorry, I've been forgetting to wiggle all the time. Sorry, Mango. Next time I jump, I've got a wiggle. Oh yeah. Nice. I like that. Creatures popping up there, just like the original Sonic. Yeah, I know. Nice. Let's see, where were we? So is this as good as Crash Team Racing? Bongo, at the moment, we'll have to see multiplayer. At the moment, I've enjoyed what I've played of it. How much longevity it has, you need to play through the whole game and go online. We'll have to look at the online modes when there's more people online. I'm going to play against Tom and Kevin. We're going to try it online in the next few days when more people are online, but the reviews were out today, so all the reviewers will be playing it now and playing it online, which is good. So just so far I've enjoyed what I've played. So far. I think it's very polished, and if you've watched the stream, you'll see how I've got better and better at the game in terms of drifting and game mechanics, which tells you it has a good difficulty curve. However, the challenges are really hard. Challenges are definitely tough. Nintendo, yeah, I mean, Nintendo did, I mean, in a way the design was very much like my JXD handheld. If you haven't seen that, check it out, which I got a few years ago. So I kind of felt Nintendo looked at that handheld, and then if you guys haven't seen it, you know what, I'm going to show it to you if you guys haven't seen it. See if I can find it on, see if I've got it on here. Here we go. So if you haven't seen this console before, this is what actually I suppose I could do it in a window, couldn't I? I wonder if I can do that. Let's see if I can do that. Hold on. See if I can show you guys sort of where the idea for that came from. Here we go. Let's close that off again then. It's not letting me do it, unfortunately then. It's not letting me share videos. Oh well, I don't know how to do that. I don't know what that message is and all that about, so but why does it not let me? Strange. Okay. There's no way of actually doing it without, because you can't press the button in the box to get rid of it. That's a bit frustrating. Right, okay, so I can't show you that. Well, let's just leave the link in the chat for you guys anyway. And that's the JXD there. That's the JXD S7800B, which I really like. I absolutely love that system. Let's get rid of that there. We don't need that there anymore. Yeah, I love that system. That is a great handheld. That's weird that it doesn't let me put the video in the box, so that's it's really frustrating that I can't just paste my own videos into a box actually. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange one. Oh, so I can't show my videos anymore when I'm talking. That's a bit of a bummer. Something to do with YouTube there. Wonder how we can do that. Okay. Yes, that's a JXDS 7800B. What a great system. The Wii. The Wii did well in terms of sales, but it wasn't the most profitable system in terms of game sales. It didn't sell that many games, and people didn't play it for that long. So it was a good comeback for Nintendo, good marketing tool, but ultimately it wasn't as super successful as it would appear, because for every Wii, people didn't buy that many games. They'd buy Wii Fit and Wii Sports, and then they wouldn't buy much else. That was the big problem with the Wii. Wii U wasn't great. Wii U. It's funny. What was his name? Oh, I always think of the chap who done the different conferences for them. Coming out with his new things. He'd always pull something out of his pocket, wouldn't he? Reggie always used to pull something out of his pocket. Something new from Nintendo. And yeah, it was always fun when Nintendo had something new. I think the problem with the Switch right now is it's just in this kind of, again, the Switch is in this sort of mid place where it could really do just a bit more performance right now. And it would make a big difference. And I think handheld gaming is going to take another quantum leap forward in the future. And you'll get sort of absolutely get PS4. Oops, Daisy. You'll get PS4 quality on a handheld. Exactly. A lot of people use their Switch once, or switch their Wii once or twice, had it for parties or something, and then just didn't play it much more after that. Smashed the TV with it or something. Cobra Strike. Great. How does the game? Game looks great. Game looks great, actually. Really enjoying it so far. Stunning. Really, really polished. So, I mean, expert difficulty must be tough on some of these. These ring challenges, I'm really struggling on the ring challenges. But I'll quick go on this ring challenge, and then in a minute we're going to call it a night, guys. So let's see how we go on here. Let's use Sonic then. So ready. Yeah, I haven't bought a Nintendo system since the GameCube. I wasn't interested in the Wii, played other people's, that was all I needed. I wasn't interested in the Wii U, and the Switch to me is too expensive for what it is, for how much I'd play it. If I bought one, it would just be to review games. I wouldn't have time. I've got the JXD, which I love, and I prefer playing retro games on the move. They're simpler, pick them up, save them, but generally I've got home consoles and PCs and all this for my other gaming. Alright, let's try this out then. There's an Outrun style map. Right, I haven't seen that, but I've seen some of the other ones, unless that's one I've already been on, but I haven't seen a proper Outrun style. Let's try this then. Let's see how we get on with this. I'm not very good at these. I oversteered. No, I think maybe you've got to have the right car, because some of the cars really seem to take it perfectly. No. No. No, this car's definitely not handling in quite the way I'd need it to. I'm going to try a different one. GameCube, love the GameCube. I mean, for me, my Super Nintendo, then GameCube, then N64 in terms of my Nintendo systems. Yeah, funny, but the Nintendo 64 the games that came out at launch were some of the best for sure. You know, Battle Core, no, Blast Core, isn't it? Mario 64, Pilot Wings, great games. Let's try Tails. See how he is in comparison. Ah, yes, Cobra, absolutely, yeah. They've gone for that. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Super Mario World as well, actually. It's kind of what the first thing I thought of when I looked at it. He's very much Super Mario World style. Ah, it's better. It's really down to the car, isn't it, there? Ah, I got it wrong. Ah. And we've got that Mega CD intro music again. Do Sonic Warrior, do. Nothing can survive, the will stay alive, but you can try, you can do anything. Sonic, what's this Sonic thing all about? Ran out of time, bit more there. Now I've got a medal. Damn, it's difficult, isn't it? It's challenging, viewers. Oh, you can't hear the game. There we are. Can try one more time. One more time. Come on. One more time. Tails is definitely the character to go for there. So I didn't realise I'd removed the audio for a second there, guys. My acapella's coming, isn't it? Got to do an acapella. I did do a Gran Turismo acapella once. Literally, I did. It never went public. Good reason. Fans. Oh, got it wrong. Ah, got it wrong. That's going to cost me, viewers. Got that curve wrong there. Ah, got it wrong. I have to do it again. That's too loud. Ah. There we are. Thanks for the feedback. And Star Fox has got to go. See you, Star Fox. And Ben's got to go. Oh, Ben's not going. Jeff's going. Oh, who's going? I don't know. Just Star Fox is going. Bye bye, Star Fox. Bye bye, Jeff. Last restart, and then I'll call it a night then, guys. And that'll be it. See how we get on. Damn, got it wrong. Missed it. Damn. It's difficult. It's really difficult. It's challenging. It's challenging to get the lines right in these drifts. So I will just have one more go. I don't know I've got a better flow in me than that. No, I've got a better flow in me. See. One last go. Okay, good night, Jeff. I won't be on for Gran Turismo tomorrow actually, so I will pop on maybe in the afternoon though, we'll see. Oh, I got that completely wrong. Right. No. That's about as good as we can. That's about as good as we can watch. Thanks, Lemon. It's a good video actually. I enjoyed producing that video on the JXD, and it was good. It was good fun making it. That is a challenge. The challenges are really tough. They're definitely going to take some time to get good at. Has to be said. We'll just have a quick look at this one, just to see what the challenge is.
Buckle up.
Right. And obviously there's different loadouts there you can load up with, so some of that might help with some of these. It might mean a bit more of a boost here and there, because I think if you have a boost down some of those straights you can save a bit more time, and it might make some of this easier. I wasn't reading that at all. Right, let's go. Damn. That bit there kind of reminds me of like Sonic 2 or something, you know? Ah, drifted the wrong way just for a second. And that's cost me big time. Nah, that's where I missed those rings and it was vital basically. That's it. Damn. Jolly challenging, viewers. So that's going to be tough. And I think that's about it tonight, viewers. I hope you've enjoyed the stream tonight. Certainly a lot to look forward to. Different tracks and stuff like that on future. We'll stream it again, no doubt about it. And then we'll see some of these other tracks and bits and bobs. But it's certainly got a wonderful sonic feel to it. I've quite enjoyed the stream tonight. It's been a bit more relaxing than the Gran Turismo stuff, which is quite intense actually sometimes, and it's properly intense, and it requires a lot of concentration, whereas at least this I can just play it and just enjoy it for what it is, and it's nice to see. Overall, first impressions are very good. Graphically very nice, has a great sonic feel to it, very polished. Sumo seem to have done a good job with it, so you know, Tom will be playing this and we'll be doing a team chat next week, trying out the online modes and seeing how it all comes together. But yeah, that's it for now. I hope you've enjoyed the stream tonight, viewers, and something different on the channel for a change on this Friday evening, and there'll be more from me very soon.